Since 2011.
Yes.
Since 2011. August 2011.
Yes.
10 years.
10 years.
So the best part about what we just did today is it gives us an opportunity to talk about change and what I've overcome throughout change. And mostly medically, you are the person responsible for coordinating everything. The change of my jawline and bringing my face into the structure in which it needs to be shaped.
Yes. We were allowed to develop both your upper and lower jaws so that you had freedom for your jaw to come to a position that's in balance with your jaw muscles and your jaw joint. And that has allowed you to have a freedom to smile and to be relaxed and to be pain-free, which is really originally our goal.
It ended 25 years of migraines. No, I didn't have my balance. I didn't have real strong. When you're in that, we talked about that. When I'm in that much pain, you looked at some pictures. It's not anything that you can hide, and it interrupts. It interrupts anybody's ability to think. That's why I wrote the book White Hat Sales, because I learned throughout this process my increased ability to think also meant increasing my capacity to cope with all these changes. I've been in here almost every month for 10 years.
Right. And we don't realize how much accommodation we make in our daily lives to try to get through with things that are not in balance, that are uncomfortable. So
it was like the revelation of I'd become a lobster in a pot and the heat had gotten turned up on me. And as soon as Dr. Korn started working and changing my bite, and we grew bone.
Yes.
And the roots remained intact.
Yes.
So that the process was the process determined by how much the roots could handle being moved slowly at a. Is that how we
Yes.
gauge it?
Yes. And what space was required for your jaw to have that freedom to be able to move, and that's muscularly driven.
And you and I are very different. I started before you and I ended after you because I got started and then you did too.
Yes. It was interesting to have a perspective as both the clinician and as the patient, and I think that is unique. So
I'm glad you went through that. Thank you for that, because that was a dynamic that it made me. I didn't feel alone. And the best part of a day like this, where you just took these braces off within the last hour, the bottom part, it was not anything I thought about yesterday. I just take it one day at a time, because as we finish up here, it's still important for me to give you good feedback where the teeth are coming together, if anything changes. And along those lines, I've looked to be a great patient in getting a lot of sleep, eating right, so that when I came in here, I didn't have any other factors contributing to something that would impede me in my progress. I wanted to be a really good patient when it came to that. I wanted you to not have to deal with I had to stop eating peanuts. What were a couple of other things that will break your braces? Peanuts, popcorn.
But more important than that
Yeah.
was having the building blocks to be able to grow and heal.
Yeah.
And allow your jaw to function the way it needed to. So you provided it the nutrition and the exercise and allowed for this to heal to get this result.
I'm in my 50s, and nutrition is just as important if you're 60, 70, or 80, or in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, right?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for that. Anything else you would add?
No, I think you're probably in a better condition all around than you were when you were younger, and that has you've allowed the change to occur. And,
it's the best health in my life. Mm-hmm. It is the best health in my life. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I promise not to start crying. So thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.